Okay, so in that last video, we set up our first project and added a car insurance domain. Now we're going to come in and show how to go about adding our first post. So I've logged into my account here. I'm going to click on the Post tab, and then you can see I've got, this is a demo account, so I don't have any outstanding post in here currently. I've got three options at the top. I've got write post, import post, and outsource post. And for this video, we're going to be covering writing of post. So I click on writing post, and then as the guideline says here, each post must be a minimum of 150 words, and you can include one link per 150 words of text. So if you've got a 150 word post, you can include one link, 300 words, two links, etc. And then you can click on and review our posting guidelines for additional details. So I would select the domain, and in this case I've only got the one domain. I can add a title. I'm just going to make something up here. And then my body, I've got a post that I've got in the notepad over here. I'm just going to paste in, and you can see I've got 250 words in this particular post. And then what I want to do is insert my hyperlinks, with my chosen anchor text, and there's two ways for me to do that. The easiest way, when I added my domain, I set up the links area, which included my URL and keyword combos. And so I've got a nice little list down here of keywords that I can insert. So all I would basically do is just find the area up here that I want to insert that keyword at, and I'm just going to put my cursor there, and then hit insert, and then we just inserted the hyperlinked text with the link back to my site. So if I click on the HTML icon here, I can see that linking back to Car Insurance 1, and I've got the keyword is car insurance. The other way to do it, if I did not set up my links when adding the domain, and I can always click here and edit those, is to just hyperlink the text that I want to link to, and then just click on the chain icon, and then I would just type in my URL, which in my case is carinsurance1.com, and then hit insert. So this post only has 249 words now, and the problem I'm going to have when I submit this is I've got two links, but I don't have 300 words. So what I would do just to test this is come down here and hit submit, and then I get an error saying your post must contain 150 words per link minimum. So I've got to remove one of these links. Just going to hit the break there, and then if I hit submit again, it would go through fine. A couple of things to keep a lookout for: if you've got 150 words and visually it looks like you've only got one link, but you keep getting an error when you submit it, open up the HTML icon here and go in and make sure you don't have any blank links. It's not uncommon when you copy something over from a Word document, for example, to have it copy over a blank link, which will look like this. So you've got the link tags, but you don't have any anchor text. And it might even be to a different domain. It might be to a YouTube domain or something along those lines. So that's one issue. The word count feature is pretty close to reliable, but sometimes that can be off a word or two, particularly if you have, a lot of numbers in your post. So if you're at 150 and you're getting that error, try to add a few words and see if that helps. Also, you can only link to the domain in question that you're working on within a post. You can't link to multiple domains, even if they are approved in your account. So in this particular post, I can only add links to carinsurance1.com. I can't add links to a YouTube video or any other link for that matter. And then down here, I've just got three options: submit, and add another. If I'm trying to crank out a few, I can just submit and move on to the next one, or save and return later if this is the post I'm working on but haven't quite finished and want to return to that later. So I'm just going to hit submit for this one, and then we'll get taken back to the post page here in a second. I promise the site's not normally that slow. I think it's my internet connection here. But so we've got the post tab, and then we can see the title of the post we added, the keywords, who the writer was, which in most cases would just be yourself unless you're outsourcing your post to us. The status will be pending until it has been reviewed by BMR admin. at which point it would change to queued until it's distributed, across on a site on our network. And you can filter up here by status, all live, queued, pending, saved, rejected, etc. The date you created it. Scheduled only applies if you're using the scheduled post feature, for your domains. Otherwise, that would be not applicable. Published would be the date that the post was published, so that would change here once that goes live. PR is the page rank of the home page of the blog where your post was submitted. And indexed is whether the post is marked as indexed in the Google indexed or not. We check posts for indexing generally every 3 to 5 days until they are marked as indexed. So that would be updated over time. I can click here to view my post. While it's in pending status, I can edit the post or delete. If it's queued, I can only view it and delete it. I can't edit it once it's been approved by an admin. If the post gets rejected for whatever reason, I could come back in here and my status would show rejected, and then it would be hyperlinked, and I can click on that and it would show me the rejection reason. We do send out an email each time a post is rejected with the reason, but you could also see it in here as well. So that's about it for post.